Welcome back, everyone, to the Card Man's Cards. I'm the Card Man. These are cards. Yay. We're going to be doing some combos for Train Deck, because it's not necessarily archetype or any specification. It's just a grouping of cards that are rail/train themed that happen to be all work really well together. Weird thing about this deck doesn't necessarily have any combos in particular. It's mainly just what monster can you make when. So I'm going to go over a few generic stuff with the deck. And then we're going to I'm going to say 2 or 3 test hands just because of how the deck works. Because basically combos vary hand to hand almost extensively. So I'm going to go over a few hands that would be helpful. So we're going to grab that. This is also a very going second deck, so expect yourself to be having a bunch of going second cards. And that. So we're going to do it this way with these cards. And we'll show you how this do. So this is a going second deck. So I'm going to grab another card. Okay. So we're going to first off activate a revolving switchyard. Now we're going to use revolving switchyard to pitch our Machina Citadel to add a level 10 Earth Machine monster from deck to hand. We're going to add Super Express. Then we're going to normal summon Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede. And on summon, Pegasus Stampede is going to target the Citadel engrave and summon itself back. And then we're going to use Duracrane's effect. Since an Earth Machine monster is no more special summon itself, but its attack is halved. And then we're going to use the effect of Super Express Bullet Train, since I control all Earth Machine monsters, to special summon. And then we use Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede effect, targeting the Citadel, become level 10. And we're going to overlay Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede into Gustav Max. Effect of Gustav Max, going to detach the Citadel, burn for 2,000 points of damage. And then we're going to overlay these two for another Gustav Max. Burn for another 2,000 points of damage. Using the effect of Duracrane, target a card opponent controls, pop. And then we're going to overlay into Dora. Not Dora, but Lieb. Then we're going to use Lieb effect, detach a material. We're going to detach the Super Express. He gains another 2k, so he's at 6/6. And then he gains an additional attack per material, so he has 1 material plus 1, so he has 2 attacks. Go battle, poke poke, there you go, that is game. That's just one of the major combos you can do by getting as many Ixies as you can by just recycling your big monsters. There are others with other cards, which you will see. Another good one would be opening that. Let's go with those guys. And then we're going to draw a card due to the effect of it being a going second deck. Because you're normally always going to go second with this deck. If you don't, I'll be surprised. Another Citadel. Okay, that's not great. So we're going to use... The opponent has more cards than we do. So we're going to... IKS. We're going to destroy all monsters and give our opponent a kaiju, and we're going to get a kaiju. So we're going to give them a Raytan, and we're going to get a Jizakiro. And then we're going to use the effect. We're going to normal summon Flying Pegasus Roto Stampede. Going to target the Jizukiro, become 10. Overlay to Gustav Max, using Gustav Max effect. Detach. Burn for 2. Overlay into Lieb. And then we're going to use the effect of Super Express to summon itself. Urgent Schedule. We're going to Urgent Schedule. We're going to Lieb effect, detach. Go up by another 2. And then we're going to Limit Removal. Going to go up by another, and go to 12. And boom, boom. Game. There are other combos you can do. But again, this deck is very going second heavy. So it's very hard to do specific combo lines for this deck, because it's mainly just to beat over your opponent as easily as you can. So this deck is very test hand heavy, because you mainly want to do test hands to see what plays you can do and overall what cards do what. I don't know over the specific ones that you want to use almost every turn if you can. And there's some other niche ones. So I'm going to do probably 2 test hands just to go over some other niche cards. So 1, 6 card because our opponent has cards. We're always going to act like our opponent has more cards than we do because we're going to have 0. Well, this hand sucks. This hand's just a dead hand. Because we can't do anything with it. It's just lose. So we're going to do that again. We're going to grab another 4, 5, 6, because we're going second. Okay, this works. Okay, we're going to we're going to switch yard. We're going to use switch yard, pitch the Jizukiro to add a card. At Super Express. And we're going to Urgent Schedule, as our opponent controls more monsters than we do. We're going to summon the Citadel from our deck, and then we're going to summon Ruffian Railcar. And then since an Earth Machine monster is no more special summoned, summon Duracrane. And since we control all Earth monsters, special summon Express Bullet. Which is summoned in defense, by the way. Effects are negated. So we're going to overlay these 2 into Gustav. Gustav effect, detach. Burn for 2. And then we're going to rank up into Lieb. And we're going to link these 2 into, I would say either Pentastag, depending on the board, or also depending if you wanted to need it more removal. So we're going to go Pentastag. And we're going to use the effect of Lieb to detach. Gain attack using the effect of Duracrane. Target pop. And we're going to go battle. Boom, boom. We're going to go game. Alright. I'm going to do another test hand. And yeah, this deck is very simple, so there's not much to really explain about it. It's very simplistic. It's basically make big rank 10 go for game. But yeah, it's very fun, very exhilarating. It goes choo choo kaboo. Or, in the words of Charlie the Unicorn, shoo shoo. But yes, very fun, very simplistic. It's just big monster. So yes, very fun though. It's very simplistic, easy to pick up and learn. It's basically just, oh, how can I make big monster? Okay, we're going to do one more test hand. Give this a good old shuffle. And let's see if we can do some weird shenanigans. Alright, we're going to cut This will be our card. There we go. We're gonna cut, do that, and then we're gonna draw our hand. So we're gonna do this. Actually, I'll do one more test hand before I'm done, showing you going first hand, first turn. So we'll draw. Okie dokie. Again, if we have access to field spell, this would be great, but we don't, sadly. But yeah, so it would basically be normal summon Pegasus Stampede, summon the Duracrane off that's a normal summon. Normal effect of Stampede, target itself, modulate to 10. Overlay these guys into Dora. And then we would have to pass on a Dora and set 2. That's a very... Oh no, I'm going second. What am I doing? In this case, you would go Gustav, Max, and then Lieb. Gustav, effect, detach, pop a card, go Lieb, and then kaboom, swing, swing. But again, I'll do a going first test hand for you guys. Like I said, this deck's very simplistic. It's more of a very fun deck to play. It's not necessarily super good, but it's very fun and easy to pick up and play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going first hand, so those 5 cards. Maybe not those 5. The deck gets better consistency with the newer cards added. But okay, this is fine. We're going first. So we're going to normal summon Flying Pegasus with Stampede. And since we control all Earth machines, special summon Super Express. Target become 10. Overlay for Dora. And we're going to set 2. And we're going to have to pass. Unfortunately, that's all the deck can do for right now. There are going to be a new rank 10 that's going to be really more useful in the future than that to make your end board better, which I will show when they come. Now, the deck support's not out yet, unfortunately. But yeah, I do believe that's it. The deck's very OTK or win fast type of deck. Very going second. You can definitely try other combinations of the cards if you would definitely like. Try different engines in the deck if you want. There is a, I don't want to say bigger version of this, but kind of in a sense. It is called Earth Machine. It's just a bunch of Earth Machine monsters glued together. So, Infinitrack, Machina, Trains, Ancient Gear, Super Heavy Samurai. All of those guys that work really, really well together and all mesh super coherently. All in one big block. Allowing you to cycle through so many extra deck monsters and so many decent cards to do a lot of fun plays. But this is the pure build. I am working on getting Earth Machine, but I do not have it yet. On top of some other things, mainly the new fish cards. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. This is Trains as deck, not archetype, because it's not an archetype, so unfortunately. But they just want to summon a bunch of level 10 monsters using field spell and other means on top of their other card effects. But yeah, they OTK your opponent and just swing with big monsters. Very simplistic, very easy to pick up. Don't need very many extra cards to play it, but it is very fun when you do. Because you just basically go punch, punch, haha, win. Fun, fun. But yeah, this is Trains. I'm the Card Man. This has been the Card Man's Cards. These are cards. Till next time, keep collecting.